you find your boundaries, you have to cross to the other side and find the better version of you. This is a feeling that nobody can give you. You have to fight for it. You have to earn it. You have to be stubborn. You have to persevere. And you have to make sacrifices.
I have been casting major events for 10 years. My heart rate has never been this high.
Happy with one dig. Oh, and another one! Oh, and a third! Happy! Flaming's got a big! What in God's name is that from Stacks? Unbelievable!
Certainly not. No way!
Don't hate the drip, Karen.
Oh, you see the walkaway? You see the walkaway? Fuck! How did he get out of that?
Oops. Dude, stop shooting at me!
God damn it. What'd I do for you guys? In 2015, I was a freshman in college. In my second weekend, I decided to plug in my Xbox, play some Battlefield 3 with my friends, and I got the red ring of death. Very disappointing, as I wasn't sure when I'd be able to get a hold of a new console. Could be a few weeks, maybe a month or two, since I was about to be tossed into the ring with actual college work, and I wasn't sure what to expect. In the meantime, my friends and I decided to try to find a game we can play together on our laptops, which is when we found Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Despite playing on a non-gaming laptop with a wireless mouse on Wi-Fi internet, we were having a ton of fun. Playing on keyboard and mouse was a fun new challenge, and learning CSGO was unlike any experience I've ever had since I started playing video games back in middle school. With the help of some other PC games, my friends and I decided to build our own gaming desktops with decent specs at the time. And the rest is history. CSGO has been in my gaming rotation for the last 6 years, where I have over 1,500 hours put into the game, making it my second most played game ever. I can even thank this game for being the reason I found an amazing friend group during my college years. So today I want to share with you 3 reasons why I keep playing this game and why I love the hell out of it. Let's start big and talk about. When I say this game gives you an ungodly amount of choices every single round, I mean it. I'm not just talking about what guns you can buy and what sites you have to defend or attack. You also have to keep in mind your positioning, gain map control, throw grenades, discuss team strats, focus on your economy. There's so many key decisions, both big and small, taking place every single round. Every round will be different than the last. Every game will be different than the last. That may sound a bit overwhelming, but it actually depends on how you and your team want to play the game. You can go full sweat mode, run solid strats with nades to boot, have team communication and hand out player roles, or you can sit back, crack open a cold soda, and rush B for the 5th time this game with SMGs in your hands. Or find a nice in between those two extremes. The game is truly in your hands, and with a full 5 stack of friends, that's when the game shines the brightest. Especially if you have versatile friends like I do. Okay, we'll spread out this round and look for a pick and then go from there. But next round, maybe we'll just say screw it. Let's crouch walk to B with dualies in our hands because we're little cowboys. We could nade execute onto A side on Mirage, or run the unbeatable Cinnamon Swirl strat, where we run around the map like headless chickens a couple times before we rush A site. Buy 1 op to hold mid, why not buy 5 ops to hold mid? All these viable and unviable strats can be tossed around your team, but you still have to take in the fact that your opponents are on the other side attempting to counter you so that they will be the victors at the end of the game. Every round feels fresh. The server is yours to play with. I'm not even going to go in depth on the UI customization the game lets you play with. Why have a normal crosshair when you can use my superior T crosshair? If you make fun of it, I'm going to cry and then I'm going to block you. So don't do it, please. Or you can use whatever the hell this is. Have the gun in your right hand or have the gun in your left hand. Big information on your screen, small information on your screen. This game offers you limitless possibilities. You just have to reach out and expand your imagination. But Falcon, doesn't every game meet the criteria that you just laid out? Not true, false, bye-bye, adios. The reason other games can't hold a candle to CSGO on this particular topic is because it ties in nicely with the next point. The learning possibilities in this game is unlike any I have seen before. Every single person, whether you just installed the game or have been playing for thousands of hours, can find something to improve upon all the time. This game can be difficult to pick up as it introduces new mechanics not seen in most FPS titles. Probably the most famous being the spray patterns for weapons where you can't just point and click anymore. If you want to spray the gun, then you have to aim it properly. Otherwise, your bullets are going to go everywhere and you're not going to hit anything. I actually can't name another game that implements spray control. I guess you could say Valorant, but sometimes it feels like those sprays are just random and every gun kind of feels the same to control anyways. Nevertheless, if you take the time to learn these spray patterns and better understand how every gun works, the more likely you are to win your gunfights and thus win more games. Simple. Another simple learning curve is having to stand still to be accurate, most of the time. I know some weapons are half decent when running, like SMGs and shotguns, but they are still much more accurate if you are not moving and controlling for recoil. Plus, don't even attempt this with rifles and snipers unless you want to get absolutely torched in your voice chat. Another difference is you can hold up to 4 different grenades in CSGO, allowing you to adapt in every situation depending on what you bought for your round. You can increase your viability in every game by learning grenade lineups. The more you learn, the more strats you can implement, and you can overwhelm your enemies and catch them by surprise. A single grenade can turn the tide of a round, and YouTube has tutorials for every map you could want, so learning this is actually a quick process if you dedicate your time to learn them. All of the maps in CSGO are vastly different from one another, so understanding the common positions, strategies, sound cues, and flow of the map will help you get better every game if you learn every game. Just this small list shows that there's always something to be learned in this game. It cannot be perfected. These learning curves give you a sense of accomplishment as you slowly get better and better, even if you don't realize it. If I could play against myself back when I first installed the game, it wouldn't be considered anywhere near a close game. I would probably feel bad for myself for how unfair it would be. But that's the point. Along the way, I've gotten better and better. At first, I hated the op because the one-shot kills seemed so overpowered that it was ridiculous. But then I started to learn how to properly fight against them, and now I understand their role in the game, and it doesn't seem unfair anymore. Your skill ceiling raises with each amount of small effort you decide to put in. I think that learning experience is truly one of the best feelings you can have, and just knowing that you are improving, whether slowly or quickly, is a great feeling to have. Thinking on how bad I used to be compared to right now makes me proud knowing that I overcame the challenges. I overcame the new mechanics that the game threw at me, and it's guaranteed I would be telling myself the same exact thing next year as I continue to learn with every match I play. If you thought playing the game was fun, wait until you start watching the best teams in the world. After realizing the difficulty of this game and how far you have to go to be considered half decent, watching the professional scene puts in perspective just how damn good these players actually are. Their raw aiming skills, their coordination, reaction times, nade usage, their strategies. But when it comes to CSGO as an esport, it actually has a very simple concept that makes it easy for anyone to watch the game. Which is probably why, out of all the games with an actual esports scene, CSGO is the only one that I've ever seen on TVs in bars and restaurants. Other games can be wildly confusing for the average consumer with their unreal complexity. League of Legends has over 150 unique champions. with a ridiculous amount of items each one of them can purchase. There's different minions and monsters on the map, just alongside trying to kill the opposing team and destroy their base. Unless you love playing League of Legends, as I know many people do, just watching the pro scene is practically impossible to understand. What about Valorant? It's similar to CSGO except for the fact that every character has their own ability set, which takes the simple kill, plant, defuse concept that CSGO has and jumbles it up with numerous abilities being used all the time. Again, if you play Valorant a lot, you'll be able to break down what's happening in the game, but if you're new, you'll be severely confused trying to watch. CSGO's simplicity is what makes it a great viewing experience, even for people who don't play video games. The game is broken down into rounds, so the excitement and tension continues throughout the game. Even if one team is dominating the other, there can still be exciting plays and memorable moments. And trust me, there is a lot of excitement that's going on in the CSGO Pro Scene. The amount of highlights I can remember just by hearing a snippet of the clip is unhealthy. I constantly go back and rewatch the greatest clips from professional games or highlight videos from tournaments. I'm sure you watching this right now may have recognized many clips I used in my intro and mini montage if you've ever watched any CSGO highlights before. There's so many to name because the game allows for so many amazing plays to happen all the time. Simple's double no-scope, Nico's deagle ace, Snacks lets them all by, Shroud lets them all by, what the shit was that? JW's bunny hop flick. Watching the best players in the world play, we can place ourselves in that scenario and dream of hitting a crazy clip like that. And when we do have a great round, we experience the joys of being the best at the game, even if it's just in that server in our own ranks. One aspect that I think other esports games are severely lacking is the tremendous casting crew that CSGO has and how much excitement they create in their commentary, turning these good plays, these intense matches, into legendary moments. Whoever you get, you are due for an exciting cast. You could get the classic Anders and Semler, or you could get Bardolph and DDK. Back in the day, it was Sadakist and Henry G. But there's other cast members that provide analysis and interviews like Thorin, Richard Lewis, Sponge, Pansy, now gone from CSGO, Machine, Moses, and other memorable people, each bringing their uniqueness to the stage and enhancing the viewing experience. I have nothing but love for the cast and crew behind the scenes, turning these games into lifetime memories. Focusing back on the players, the teams and stories of CSGO give every viewer the chance to find and root for a player or a team that they love. Countless countries have their own teams, and there's even some mixed international super teams fighting to be number one. Rest in peace NA CSGO, you will be missed. You can follow the story of Simple, who has been considered one of the best players for many years but only recently was able to win his first major championship. Or you can cheer on Device, who just left the dominant Astralis in hopes to achieve new goals besides trying to win a 5th major title with the same team. You can be like me and root for the French scene as they try to regain their status as the best players in the world. Or shift over to Sweden, where Fnatic has been a force to be reckoned with since CSGO's beginnings. You can support a team based off their country, organization, their players, styles of tactics, or even their logo. I don't care. The CSGO community is terrific when it comes to supporting the esports scene, and very welcoming to new players hoping to hop in the mix. I'm sorry if this section was a bit all over the place, but I hope you can understand that I love watching the pros play this game and watching them do the impossible every match. As much shit as I give this game sometimes, no matter how many times I threaten to uninstall it, it keeps pulling me back in because it is an outstanding game with an exciting learning curve and engaging community. I hope this game continues to withstand the test of time and continue to be updated and improved upon. The Steam player numbers seem to suggest that it will do pretty well for the foreseeable future, so fingers crossed on that. I hope the community continues to grow because I want people to experience this game and understand why people love it so much like I do. It's hard not to be in the mood for CSGO because you can play it however you want to, whatever you're feeling that day. Whether you want to just sit back and relax and just play a couple games with your friends, or be a complete tryhard and just try to dominate the enemy team. Even if you don't want to play the game, you can always watch a pro game, or you can catch up on some insane highlights. With this video coming to a close, I just want to say thank you CSGO and its developers for all the memories and friends you've helped me to attain.
Very nice.
No, go back. You bitch. No, come back. Don't leave me with these idiots.
I'm scared.
I want the no scope. Damn it. Damn it.
Here, does anyone need a...
Where is he?
That's
No!
what you deserve.
It's 50.
That is the kind of negative energy that's gonna make me crunch.
Oh,
Don't worry. I was giving warning shots, you see. Nice. Don't go.
no.
You bitch! You made me leave my spot. Wait a minute, Clay. Do you need help?
I am deeply in debt.
Oh, these guys don't know what's going on. These guys don't know. Ah! I don't know.
Left.
Right?
Left.
What?
Thought we were making up a song.
Fuck you guys.
Kill Pete.
No, McKin!
Oh. Oh.
Hey, so... Shut up, Clay. Why do you have to ruin this for me?
Easy win, baby.
Keep playing.
Keep playing.
What?
No way.
Wait,
What? You guys are shooting me. How did you guys win this round?
No positive.
Am I not positive? I am positive. You guys want to get out of silver? You can't play like silvers.
I want to stay in silver.
I don't want to
Here.
get out of silver.
I'm gonna give you a little.
Give me a crown, I'm a king.
It's a hat. Thanks for watching this video, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I've been gone for a few weeks, putting a lot of time and effort into this video, trying something new for the channel, so I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting it together for you. Do you agree with this video, or do you have different takes on CSGO? Let me know down in the comments below, as I'd really like to hear what you guys think. If you had a good watch, please consider leaving a like, as it helps the channel and it really means a lot to me. My next video is also going to be another big project that you can expect within a couple weeks. I put a CSGO game together between my two friend groups, so I hope to make a professional esports type video with that. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you're having a good one. Adioso.